This special Theater of the Mind presentation is brought to you by Puddingstone Productions. Why Puddingstone? Because you want vivid audio images using the full spectrum of sound. And now, relax and enjoy tonight's feature, Chunk Drywall Private Ear.
There are over 8 million sounds in the naked city. This is just a few of them. It was a typical Thursday. I hate Thursdays. The garbage truck backs up under my window in the alley, and that disgusting odor seeps into my place of work. The smell was sort of a cross between a wet dog and the floor of a taxi cab. I'm not much for nose games, because smells ain't my business. I'm a sonic detective. The name's Chunk. Chunk Drywall. I'm a private ear. Hey, Bruce, where's my theme music?
Sorry, Chunk. You popped your P on private ear. Other than that, you sound really great. Okay, let's take it from line 8. The name's Chunk in 3, 2.
The name's Chunk. Chunk Drywall. I'm a private ear. That's better. I sat in my desk in my cluttered office, narrating the voiceover for my scene, when suddenly the phone rang. It was just a sound effect from Needle Drop, so I didn't answer it. The phone rang again. It was really the phone this time. At least it sounded like a real phone. I decided to pick up the receiver.
You want me to get that?
No, I got it. Chunk Drywall, private ear. There ain't no clue that I can't hear. What can I do for you? The crying dame on the other end sounded distant and muffled, like it had been filtered by a top engineer in a professional sound studio. But I was really talking on the phone, so I had to believe that she really was distant and not just standing next to me holding a script. I probably should stop narrating and say something to her. Slow down, ma'am. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Drywall, you must help me. It's my Harry, my Harry.
Your Harry what, ma'am? I don't do electrolysis. Try the beauty shop.
I'm sorry, Mr. Drywall. I'm just a little shaken up. My name is Wanda Yolanda Kona. My husband, Harold Foster Kona, was the owner of a successful cafe. Please, Mr. Drywall, you must help me find out what happened.
I could tell by her theme music that Wanda was gorgeous. Is your husband, dramatic pause, dead?
No, not really, but his business is.
Oh, that's too bad.
I'm really afraid to talk about this over the phone. Anyone could be listening. There may be a bug on the line. How about you come meet me at my husband's cafe? Java Jubilee, in about an hour.
I know the place. It's right near the espresso on-ramp off the breakfast strip. Don't talk to anyone, and I'll meet you there in about an hour.
What should I do in the mealtime?
I'm sorry, I read that wrong.
Okay, once more. In 3, 2.
What do I do in the meantime?
Have some eyeglasses made. She was right about the bug on the phone. It was a cricket. I scooped him up in a newspaper and flicked him out the window.
We'll be right back with more Chunk Drywall Private Ear. But first, this word from the good folks at Puddingstone.
We hope you're enjoying the offbeat humor of Chunk Drywall. By now, you can probably tell how the custom music and sound effects we create at Puddingstone can add a whole new dimension to your projects, large and small. Unlike needle drop bureaus, we can provide a variety of original audio tracks that will illustrate the mood of your work. Puddingstone Productions is what your project sounds like.
We now return to Chunk Drywall Private Ear.
Come in, Mr. Drywall. We've been expecting you.
Wanda and Harry Kona, I presume. This is your place, eh?
My husband owns this establishment. I'm a professional voice talent.
I'm sorry. For both of you.
Mr. Drywall, I've heard so many things about you.
Of course you have. I have my own audio cassette tape. Do you mind if I take a seat?
Please do. Just move that tumbleweed out of the way. Would you like some coffee or a donut?
I'm a detective, Miss Kona. What do you think?
I think my business has been sabotaged.
It's certainly uncontaminated by customers, that's for sure. Your coffee's excellent, so your product isn't the problem. The atmosphere is a little drafty, but otherwise clean and comfortable. I know what the problem is. This is simply another case of mistaken audio identity. Do your commercials have custom music and sound effects?
I'm not sure. All our spots are done by Ned Needledrop and his tin-canned orchestra.
No wonder this place is deserted. The last time I heard music like that, I was waiting to have a tooth drilled. Don't you know that what you sound like is just as important as how you look? The big successful companies never use junk like that.
We're just a small business. We can't afford some Hollywood sound studio.
Neither can I, but I don't let my customers know that. Well, except you two. Being a privateer is a tough business, though. I doubt my phone would ring at all if I didn't have my own theme music. Hey, Bruce, you still with me?
Right here, Chunk.
Nice, huh? It was created at Puddingstone Productions in this decade by session musicians who are still alive.
I never gave much thought to our audio identity.
Just tell me what your cafe's image is, and Bruce will punch in the appropriate music. For example, picture Java Jubilee, a lively spot for suit and tie types to grab a quick cup of joe on their way to work.
Good day, all. Rich Malmberg. Hello. I do accounting for the Centerville Aerospace and Science Center. Here's my card here for you. My colleagues and I heard your theme music off the street. I need 8 coffees and a dozen or so of those crusty things with the powdered sugar. To go, of course.
Yes, sir, right away. Please excuse me, Mr. Drywall.
You go ahead, Harry. I'll continue brainstorming with Mr. Drywall. I must say, I'm impressed. However, I always imagined Java Jubilee as a sort of romantic European cafe.
Look, darling, I never noticed this cafe before. It's so darling, isn't it, darling?
It's a cute little place, isn't it, cutie?
Not as cute as you, darling.
Wow, customers! I'll be right back.
Look, there's a darling booth in the back where we can be darling together.
Now, don't get too cute, darling.
Welcome to Java Jubilee. What can I get you?
One of those darling, low-fat, double decaf iced cappuccinos with whipped cream and chocolate sprinkles, please.
And 2 cute little straws.
Well, Errol, the ball's in your court. This is your shop. What do you think?
I always wanted to run a really hip place with an international flavor. Hang up some exotic wall hangings and some tropical plants. Maybe get some clay pots from Brazil or South America.
Oh, this place is cool, huh? Come on in, gang, over here.
Look at all these customers. Thank you, Mr. Drywall. You saved our business.
Please, Harry, call me Chunk.
Thank you again, Mr. Drywall. But how did you figure out that Java Jubilee only had a case of mistaken audio identity?
Simple, dollface. My first clue was the fact that this tape was produced by Puddingstone Productions. The promo spots at the beginning, middle, and the shameless plugs throughout the tape made it crystal clear.
I never realized how important custom music and sound is to establish mood and texture.
See what I mean?
I guess it'll help to keep our ears open in the future.
A private ear. Hey, I said a private ear.
Please stay for some more coffee.
I'd love to, but my theme music is waiting for me outside. Good luck, you two. I left Harry and Wanda Kona swimming in customers and grinning like morons. All in a day's work for Chunk Drywall, Private Ear, and Puddingstone Productions. After walking down the strip a while, I decided to hail a cab home. I ended up sharing a taxi with a troubled TV producer and his wet dog Ruggles. But that, my friends, is another story.
We hope you've enjoyed this presentation of Chunk Drywall, Private Ear. And now, highlights of previous Puddingstone productions.
Business with pleasure at Crawdads on the River. Get that attitude adjustment while making those connections. Cooped up in the office all day? Loosen that tie or kick off those heels and indulge in our delicious happy hour food specials. When the heat of the day meets the cool of the evening, the best place to mix business with pleasure is Crawdads on the River. Take the Garden Highway exit off Interstate 5.
Are you searching for the taste?
Are you ready, Dr. Pepper? Dr. Pepper.
It's cool to fool. It's cool to fool. It's cool to fool. It's cool to fool.
It's cool to carpool.
I love coffee, I love tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup.
Tired of limp lattes, unexpressive espresso, uncool cappuccino, and decaf that's disgusting? Don't drink any more Java Jive. Try Java City for the coffee you crave.
A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Boy.
Java City.